Okay, we're recording.
Hey guys, welcome back to Granted. We're here with a little bit of a smaller creator here today. Show him some love. He doesn't really know how to act in front of a camera, so be nice to him. But yeah, he'll link his socials.
I'm the small creator.
Yeah.
And you're the big creator.
Yeah. I think that's obvious.
Okay. Well, we got mom in the studio right now. Mom's in the stew. But listen, everyone. We're back with another episode. We're in a new setting. This is the first time I've taken the podcast out of the state.
Oh wow!
So we're in San Diego, California, recording right now. That's why I got the Padres hat right there. I was gonna wear it, but I looked like an idiot, so I didn't wear it. I didn't put the hat on.
Because is it Grandma's hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, you want me to show you?
Yeah.
Or I even made it
show
bigger.
All the fans. Yeah.
Listen, if you ever wear a hat like this, it needs to stop. Don't do that.
It's just too floppy.
It's just not a good look.
There's no structure.
And if I went like this, it's better.
It's still not great.
But you can't even see the hat. The purpose is to be able for them to recognize, that we're in San Diego.
That's
allegedly.
That's so true.
Yeah. Okay, well, how about you talk about who you are? I don't know you that well, so.
My name's Kate. I am a rising junior at Northfield. I don't know him. We were just walking around, and he came up to me and he was like, "Do you want to be on my podcast? It's really popular." And I said, "Yeah, maybe I can."
Around where?
Around.
Okay.
And so I was like, I could probably boost your channel a little bit if I come on. Mm-hmm. It was sort of like an autograph situation. He was like, "Can I get a picture with you?" Just...
Hey, one creator to another, don't yell into the microphone.
I'm going to yell into the mic, and I'm sorry.
Okay, you were still telling the story of how I...
Well, that's pretty much the story.
So I asked for your autograph, and now you're here?
Yeah.
I'm the fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fan behavior.
Okay. Well, we can start with some other stuff. So, we actually are family.
Believe it or not.
Wow. See, that's how you know we're family.
We're synced up.
We're blood related, and we just this is the last day of our trip in San Diego. So how about that trip?
How about it?
Did you like it?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
We had a lot of fun.
We were here for 6 days.
We were. It was a really good vacation. We did a lot of stuff. We saw our friends. What
was your favorite part?
I liked when we went to Coronado, which is an island.
Mm-hmm.
It's attached, there's a bridge that connects it. And we rented a golf cart and drove around. It was really fun.
Yeah, Coronado was nice.
We went to Little Italy afterwards.
Ate some mediocre food.
We ate some mediocre food. That day was fun. I mean, every day was fun.
How many good meals did we really have? 1, 2?
We're going to have another one later.
Yeah. But just the fish place was the only good one.
The fish place was really
I'd say
top tier.
Because we're at our grandma's house. We've been here a lot. I would say that San Diego's not known for its food. Mom says it's not true.
She's off camera saying it's not true.
I'd say it's not known for its food.
It's known for its fish and Mexican food. Because it's right by Mexico.
Mm. Just like what we had. Our best meal was fish tacos, but...
They were really good. The burgers were good. Last night?
No, they were good. But I don't think you come here for the food. I think people come here for the beach, obviously, and the weather.
They come for the seafood.
Who's coming for the seafood?
Hey, please don't yell.
You come here because you have family here.
Our mom grew up here, so that's why we... You come here for
the beach. Yeah, that's what I just said. Buddy.
For the beach. She's saying it's real
Mexican food is good.
It's real.
But I doubt that people are flying in.
I like the Mexican food better in Colorado, but it's because it's better fish tacos and stuff, which I never order in Colorado because it's not.
They're okay in Colorado.
We had a Colorado Angus beef burger last night.
You should tell that story.
No. She can come on the pod another time.
The Rockies game?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so your favorite part's Coronado, but I feel like every time we go to the beach, you don't love it, but you don't hate it.
I do like the beach. I feel like this is a misconception.
Okay, well then how about you just tell them like what type of city is like what do you don't prefer San Diego over other places? Talk about
I
the type of city that you like.
would rather be on the East Coast. I like New York City a lot, and I like Boston. Haven't seen a ton of other cities,
Yeah.
in like the East Coast, but I like the East Coast. I like the weather better there.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge beach girl, but I do enjoy the ocean.
Okay, so if we're comparing New York City and San Diego, what makes New York City stand above San Diego?
Well, it's so much different. Like it's not that I don't like San Diego, it's just different vibe, just big city vibes.
So you just like because San Diego is in a big city.
I can't really like put it into words.
You can't
I'm literally New York City
categorize.
bag sitting right off camera, but yeah, I
What
just
if
love New
what if
York.
San Diego was like massive?
May it's just a different vibe.
Maybe we should create that. Like an LA, but it's a better LA because LA is a massive city, but it's kind of
LA is what it would be if
LA
San
is
Diego
like
was New
beach,
York.
big city mix.
But I don't like LA.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of
You
people don't
won't
like
catch me
LA.
out there
The only reason people go to LA is because they are creators or movie
because they're
people.
influencers.
Yeah, exactly. But the people in LA suck. But that kind of, since we're on a trip now, let's talk about the best trip that you think our family's been on and like why that trip was the best for you.
2 years ago we went to London and Spain.
Mm.
I'd probably say it was the best trip because we've never been to Europe before,
Mm-hmm.
so we had a lot of fun there.
That was really good.
We were seeing a lot of different things.
Yeah, if
Like it
anyone,
was a completely different vibe than the
yeah,
United States.
yeah, I think it's a very privileged position to be in
Mm-hmm.
to say that we've gone to Europe, but if you do have the opportunity to go, you
You
should.
should.
Even if it's a study abroad, like I think a lot of kids who otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity now do because of the schools they're going to.
Yeah.
Like colleges offer that opportunity. And it's oftentimes cheaper to go out of the country than it is to stay in the country for school.
Yeah.
So I know that when I was going to Clemson, one way to like cut down tuition was to go out of the country because the course or the classes there are less expensive and overall it's just cheaper than staying in in state in the country. So it's actually smarter to go out of the country in that case, and you enjoy it that much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like the
That
Europe
trip was
trip.
really. We've been to Mexico a lot too. I've
Yeah,
always loved Mexico.
I like Mexico, but not the most recent trip. That one, the food in
We didn't do
Mexico is
enough.
not
Oh yeah, we
the touristy like or resort food is terrible.
yeah we didn't we didn't eat out a lot.
Yeah,
Like it was at other hotels that we ate at. So
yeah, resort food will never be good, but that's kind of not what you're paying for.
it's not
You're just paying
paying
for
for the
the beach.
beach.
Exactly. Kind of
We're
like
locked in
here.
today.
Hmm?
We're locked in today.
We are. So if you were to recommend somewhere, you would say Europe in general.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we go to Europe again soon.
Which country is better then? Which one did you like more, Spain or the
Probably
UK?
England because it's like very similar to New York
It
City in my
is.
opinion.
The weather,
Mhm.
the vibe. I think
It's very yeah,
similar vibe
similar vibe.
out there
In the
in the
same
UK.
sense, it's like
Yeah,
it is like San Diego. Maybe
yeah.
that's
Can
yeah.
you unlock your phone again? Yeah, there's an upcoming episode with mom.
Yeah, she really wants to be in it.
She's
She
gonna
wants to
talk
be
about
included.
parasites and stuff like that. You'll
Yeah,
see.
she does want to talk about
You'll
that.
see. But I do know that you wanted to get into sports. The one thing that a lot of people don't know about San Diego is their sports culture is non-existent. Which is if I like that would be the one factor for me not to come here. Would be there's no sports. There's nothing to watch.
You
So the
the
Charger,
Padres.
yeah, but I was gonna get there. The only team that San Diego has is the Padres, and maybe an MLS team, which I don't think they have. But like for for me, football and basketball's big.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why even that was like part of my college decision was just good sports. So then to come to San Diego, if you had beach, you have city, and you have sports, I feel like that's the big three for me. But San Diego has none of it. So the Chargers, San Diego Chargers, was an NFL team that they had. When did they leave, Mom? 2021 or something? 5 years?
Yeah, I feel like it's been like 5 years.
So it's 2019 before COVID. Around the time of COVID, the NFL team that used to be here moved to LA. Right? They're the LA Chargers now. 2017 they
That's a
moved. So that was
long
actually a
time
while
ago.
ago. But I do remember the time when they had football in San Diego, and that was a good time. But they didn't get many.
They didn't win a lot.
No, and I saw a page yesterday that was there was like a football game that was happening in a mall, and the caption was, "This football game got more attendance than the San Diego Chargers football games," and it was like 50 people. So it kind of makes sense why they left, because business was not booming.
No,
but
their owner's horrible, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's always the owner's fault.
That's always a thing with sports,
especially with the Rockies. But we'll get into that. But they used to have football. It's gone. They never had a basketball team. Cali is just too big. Huh?
Cali. The Clippers used to be San Diego.
My mom comes in with the third-party intelligence.
Yeah, she's given us some San
The
Diego
Clippers
lore.
used to be in San Diego. So there you go. We had football, we had basketball, we had baseball. Hockey, that's kind of just not realistic. It's a warm place.
Yeah.
But you had the three, and now you're down to one, and that's the Padres, thus the hat. And the Padres are they doing okay?
They're okay.
They're always okay.
They're always okay.
If the Padres won the World Series, it would be a good time. It'd be a good time for this.
It would.
There's
honestly, like, I see a lot of Padres gear, like a lot more than you would see
everywhere.
Rockies gear. Like, it's everybody's wearing Padres stuff, which I really appreciate.
We also talked about like the logos. Like it's a good logo. Fashion.
It's a good logo. I don't think the Rockies logo is bad.
No.
I like the colors. It's different.
What is it? I'm almost forgetting the logo. Just the R.
Just the R.
It's simple. Yeah. Most teams have the letter representation. But yeah, we can talk about baseball because you got into baseball recent. Well, is it a recent thing?
I mean, I've been into baseball, but it's definitely this year, this summer. It's been more because me and my dad decided to invest in the MLB network.
Yeah.
For the first time, instead of just watching what's on TV.
Yeah.
So we finally got to pick a different team to root for this year because I can't stand being a Rockies fan any longer. I don't identify as a Rockies fan. If anyone ever says, "Hey, like, Kate, do you want to go see the Rockies? I know you're a fan." I'm not. Okay, I don't care about anybody.
But you are a fan.
I'm not.
You're like in between a bandwagon and
it's the Mariners are
just
not
like
a bandwagon.
You're not loyal.
I don't care about.
You can be a Mariners fan and a Rockies fan. People have top threes. Like,
if they get better, if they get some good players, maybe I'll become a fan. But there's nobody good on that team, like, at all.
Were you a fan before?
Yeah,
growing up,
I didn't have an option. We didn't have the MLB network.
But you know who the other teams are. You could have just decided one day to start.
If you don't see them play, then you can't connect with them. Me and my dad are
Mariners. But watching
fans.
them makes you.
Yes.
Okay. So talk about why the Mariners.
I don't even know.
What's the decision behind that?
Honestly, we just picked. I don't know. Me and my dad just came to the conclusion it was either the Mariners, the Brewers, or I forget who the other team was, but it was the Mariners or the Brewers. We are also Brewers fans, but we watch more Mariners games.
Okay. But you don't know why.
It's just how
luck of the draw.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
They're a little
I like
bit
the Mariners.
Better.
Their city's cool.
Yeah.
Like Seattle's a cool city. And they're not big name teams.
Yeah, we're not like...
Yeah, you're not going to actually bandwagon.
On, like, Yankees.
Yeah.
Like, we're not... I do like the Red Sox, but same thing. I feel like I need to be connected to one or two of the players. I like when they're sort of interesting looking, or they have like something weird
some
going
quality
on.
Or like they're in the news.
Exactly. Like I like when they're a little bit, or if they have like a weird name,
or they're getting like DUIs.
I love that. As many if they can
as many charges
as you can, I'll root for you.
Well, if you're in the news, business is booming.
I particularly like when they have interesting names or are interesting looking, as well as being good.
Yeah.
If you're just
talent and looks.
If you're just kind of weird looking and you're not good, then.
But you said if they're good, if they're interesting looking, you'll root for them.
Yeah, but I like it better when they're good. Like Christian Yelich, he looks like Dad said this. He looks like a puppet.
So
and he does.
He's
really good.
Yeah, he's a good player.
But
what if they're just interesting looking? Then you can't root for them.
I mean, if they're like starting, then I'll root for you because that means you're good enough to like you're
Yeah,
good enough to play.
yeah,
So you're probably good.
yeah. I kind of listen. I think you should continue to be a Rockies fan. If you're not a Rockies fan, you better get rid of your jersey
I'm not gonna do that because
because
I
that's
paid
dread.
for that. No, I don't wear it outside of Rockies games
that's,
usually.
that's
So
true.
it's just if they get better players because I'm not connected to any of the players. It's all like second year players or the oldest
Yeah,
people in the league. There's no in
Unk,
between.
Uncle Blackman.
I think Ryan McMahon was in the All Star game because they had to pick
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah. You get one from every
And
team.
he's like the oldest, like he's been there for like 10 years.
Yeah,
Like none of them are good.
yeah. It's bad,
It is
and we're
bad.
never gonna win a World Series.
Don't say that. If they, I just want them to make better
Decisions.
decisions and then I'll
Yeah.
root for them. Because honestly, last year I was a fan. I liked Brenton Doyle. I forget the other guy's name, the two rookies. They were really good. They brought up the team, but then I don't know. They started playing more, and then it wasn't as fun because they're not actually that good. They were just good enough.
Do you want to talk about the worst trade in MLB history?
What ours?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, I'll tell the people
You
about
can
it.
tell them about it.
So Nolan Arenado, if any of you like for the people growing up in Colorado, you've watched this guy play.
Do you have a
He
lot of out of state fans?
there's probably a couple people that don't know who that is, but so Nolan Arenado, arguably the best third baseman in baseball history. He played for us, the Colorado Rockies, for a long time, and he has high value. Not
He's a
anymore.
high value
He's a
alpha
high
male.
value player. Yeah,
He's
he's
a
a
high
high
value
value.
alpha, and now he plays for the Cardinals.
Yeah, but we traded him. Okay, so here we go. We're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
trade away our most valued player. So
Did it all happen in the same year?
the trade
Yeah. When we got rid of, because we got rid of him, and then we got rid of DJ, and then we got rid of
and
Trevor
Story,
Story.
probably all in the same year.
I feel
That's
like,
how bad our
or
management
within a
is.
year of each other.
So we have the one of the highest paid players in the league, most valuable to the team. You would expect that we'd get some good value from him during this trade, maybe a couple first round picks, some good players in return. But what do the Rockies do? They say, well, we'll give you our best player and the best third baseman in history, and we're going to give you some money too. And we'll just take like your upcoming rookies. And that was the trade. We traded our best player in
I don't
franchise
even know who we
history.
traded him for.
Like
Chris Bryant
what
or
is
something like
what's the league before the MLB? Why am I forgetting? The
AAA.
minors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we traded Nolan for we gave them Nolan, we gave them money, and in return we got like a couple trash picks and like some upcoming minor league players or like first second year players. That's what we got for him. Nothing. That was the worst trade ever made in baseball, and it was made by our team. And yeah, that's the story with that.
See, that was when I was a fan because then
But
we had
yeah,
good
we did have good
players.
players. Yeah,
We don't have any good players at all.
yeah,
We
it's
are
bad.
still paying Chris Bryant, and he's been on the injury list all year.
Yeah, we're
And
getting scammed.
I think we're paying him a lot of money.
Yeah, he did get millions of dollars just to sit there.
Yep. And same thing with
Hmm.
Charlie. He's a designated hitter
Yeah.
now, and he doesn't even hit most games. I think he hits like once every 5 games, and we're paying him
They're
so
just
much
trying to
money.
conserve him for the playoffs.
We're not me. We're not going to
Yeah,
the playoffs.
what's our record?
Ooh, 36 wins? And the highest.
That's good.
No. The team winning right now, or like at the top of both divisions, is the Phillies, and I think they have 63
So they
wins.
almost
So,
double it.
yeah.
Wow.
We're not. But I
That's
think
bad.
the White Sox are still at like 30.
Yeah, the White Sox are trash.
The White Sox is
What about
actually
the
sad.
A's?
The A's are not good. I think they're better than us, though.
Oh, that's crazy. A team that's not even going to be there next year is better than us.
We can look it up right now. I can look up the standings.
Yeah. We should also, right before we move on from baseball, we should talk about how we do have Yankees heritage.
We have and Red Sox and
All those
Mom.
good
Do you
teams.
wanna? Is she still there?
Yeah.
Mom, what's our baseball heritage? All the teams. Yankees, Red Sox, Giants. Is that it?
Well, our great-grandfather played for the Yankees. He played for a few teams.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I feel like I forget that very easily. That we do have like
actual
somebody
connections to this.
We do have somebody that has value in this family. You know what I mean? Like someone who played professional sports or something.
3 generations ago. He has a 1932 World Series ring.
That's right.
Wowie. Okay, the A's
He played on the same team as Babe Ruth on the Yankees
that
won that
tried
team.
on the ring, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to tell that. We're not saying all this. Just go ahead and read the Rockies record.
Okay, the Rockies are 36. The A's are 39. The White Sox are 27.
Oh.
They were stuck at 19 wins for like
Chicago sports are struggling.
Let me see where the Cubs are.
They are bad. Yeah, the Cubs will be better, but the Chicago Bears are terrible.
They're not that good.
Chicago Blackhawks, don't know. I feel like they're kind of bad right now.
Okay, the Brewers are doing really good. They're at 57. That's why we're Brewers fans. Seattle's at 53. Okay.
But yeah, with our great-grandfather, this was a couple years ago. Well, we knew that he had a World Series ring, and we knew that they kept it. Our family kept it in like a safe of sorts. So this was like
of sorts.
Yeah, of sorts.
It's a safe at a bank.
So what was it? A couple years ago, we came to visit San Diego, and we ended up going to get the ring from the bank, and we got to try it on in the car, which was insane.
It was really cool.
I don't get why we just like bring the ring home. You know?
Because that gets stolen. Yeah, what good is it doing sitting in like a safe?
But who knows? Like, who knows about that? Like, who's gonna track us down with the ring and then come to the house and steal it? Nobody.
Well, I am.
Because for all we know, the people next door could have a World Series ring, but I'm not gonna go find out.
Well, Mom says it's a little sketchy around here, a little bit. So maybe they keep tabs.
Yeah, okay. But we got to try on a World Series ring. That was a really cool experience. And I'm thinking at this point, the audience, if they're listening, is probably done with the baseball stuff. So we can move on.
Yeah.
To the more serious stuff.
Baseball is serious to me.
Yeah, and that's all that matters. So next we have the change that will happen very soon. So summer is unfortunately almost over, but for some of us it's more exciting than others because a lot of the people that are probably watching are going off to college. But for the younger siblings that most of us may have, that is kind of unfortunate for them because they will be getting a lot more attention from the parents. So how about go ahead and talk about how you're going to handle this excessive attention and what you're going to do. What are your methods?
I have volleyball starting very soon.
Oh yeah.
So that's I think 6 days a week until our first game. And then it goes back to 5. So they will have to fend for themselves a little bit, which is they're gonna struggle with because I'm like their best friend and I hang out with them all the time and I kind of get in trouble if I don't.
Yeah.
That's she's shaking her head, but it's true. If I go upstairs if I'm like shopping with my mom the whole day, then I go upstairs, they'll get mad at me if I don't go down and watch a movie with them.
But she can.
It's not really hibernation if I'm like talking with my friends and like doing other things. I don't know. Grant, ever since you've had your license, you don't. I don't feel like it's going to be that big of a change.
For you?
For me.
Because that's just not you just don't foresee it being that way. I feel like you probably will go out.
Yeah, because then I get my license in like 2 days. I'm a little bit behind.
Oh, you actually get it in 2 days? I don't think I knew that.
I have my driver's test in 2 days.
No, so you don't think the license is going to change that?
It is, because then I can go do things.
Yeah.
So I really won't like be in the house very much. Maybe once my school season's over, it'll probably affect me more. But you've ever since you've had your license, you've been out of the house.
It just makes it easier.
Like you're in the house all the time.
It does make it easier when you have a car.
Yeah.
But it also, would you consider, I think this was a question I had before, but would you consider yourself more of an extroverted person or introverted?
I think I'm kind of in between now
That's
because
how I
I
feel.
used to be more of an introvert, I think. But people having cars does make a difference. And this
Mm-hmm.
is the first summer that I've actually been, like, had real FOMO, like, in a good way. Like, I actually want to hang out with people
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
instead of, like, I need a lot of time to myself, where I
Yeah.
feel like I can do a lot of stuff in a day, like, with friends. And, like, and I don't need a ton of time to
Right.
regroup.
So if you're feeling that way, it's probably going to be like you are going to be out of the house a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I probably won't have
less
time because it's, like,
inside.
volleyball for the next 3 months of my life, but when
But,
I do have
well,
time,
this
yeah.
is this club.
No, it's school.
Oh.
Volleyball. Because it's
And it
5
starts
days a week.
when? August.
Yeah, I have
That's
my
wild.
camp in 2 days. It's a 3-day camp, and
But
then
then,
tryouts is like whenever you leave for college. It's like
okay,
those
so you have
three
a short
days.
break between, and then you're out and going.
And then yeah.
Hey, that's the one thing about sports. They do dominate your time. But after that, you'll
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah, because I love club season a lot.
And
I
you
mean,
have less practices, more
it's less
time to see
practice,
people.
and yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I had one segment that I want to bring back for every guest, the hot take segment.
Oh yeah, I
Did you
saw that
think
on
of a
your
hot take?
question. Give me yours first.
A hot take that I have?
Yeah.
Like the last...
Do you do a new one for every guest?
No, but like the hot take that I used last time was like me not liking Taylor Swift is a hot take.
It's not really a hot take.
I mean, it
Like at
depends who you
all.
ask.
No, but
There's
people.
so many
Okay,
fans.
the thing is, nobody is normal about Taylor Swift. It's people who either worship her or people
That's
like you
true.
who hate
It's
her. Why is
it's
there? I'm like
yeah.
an in
There's no in
between. I
between.
like some of her songs. I don't like really know much about her lore or like what is going on. Like I didn't
Yeah,
listen to
yeah,
her new album because people said it was bad, so I
yeah.
didn't listen to it.
Okay.
But I like some of her
So you
songs.
want a better hot take than that?
It's yeah, that's not really hot. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people would
Oh,
agree with you.
I used to have a lot of hot takes where, like, I'd say stuff in the car. I used to have a lot of hot takes. I still have them, but like I'd come up with new ones on the spot, kind of, and people would diss me for them. But one hot take that has lasted over the years is that I don't think any song is a good song if it's over 4 minutes long.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
I don't like songs that are over 4 minutes. It just gets repetitive, and then it's not fun to listen to
I
anymore.
disagree on certain songs because it feels more like a theater song. This is my theater kid coming out, but it like I feel like when it gets over like 4 minutes, usually the vibe shifts and it feels like another song.
Yeah.
So I agree that maybe it could just be two separate songs.
Yeah.
But
Why are you trying to do so much to make it switch in between? Like now you're just throwing
it's
everybody
art.
off.
It's artistry. Like Pyramids
Yeah,
by Frank
yeah.
Ocean, that's a fantastic song.
And
Probably
how long
one
is
of
it?
6 minutes?
Hmm.
I used to play it for you in the car a lot. What was that?
That's why I stopped listening after 4 minutes.
What was that?
Just some.
You stopped listening.
Yeah. Like after a while, I'm just like, this is the same song.
I don't listen to a lot of long songs, but
That's a hot take though.
that's your hot take. Okay, I did think about this. I think my hot take is High School Musical 2 is one of the best movies ever made. And you can argue with me.
What's the original? Not the original
High School
one.
Musical. Okay, so you need to watch the first one so you know what's going on in the second one. But the second one is really the best one because it has the best songs, and that's the truth.
That are probably
and
less than 4 minutes long.
I actually don't know. You want to look at the?
No, I don't want to look up the soundtrack.
It's really good.
That's what I'm gonna listen on the plane home.
You're gonna listen to High School Musical 2 soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Grant's never seen it. I made my parents watch the first one. They were not impressed
Because they're older.
Because they hate joy and fun, and so we didn't get very far with those movies. But they are very good.
Where can you watch the second one?
Disney.
Oh, which we don't have anymore.
We don't have it anymore. But if you want to watch it, go to Disney.
Okay.
I haven't watched the third one in a while, but people do really like that one. I don't remember.
So a lot of people don't think the second one's the best.
No, because they're just wrong.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It's the truth.
Okay, I had one more question, and then we'll call it.
Okay.
But I don't have your phone's not open.
Okay, maybe you remembered. I don't know.
Well, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Oh yeah, we can end with like talking about friendships. You're going into your junior, senior year. I was thinking about it. Well, sophomore year was easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Was it easy for you?
No.
Which, yeah, I
Because
feel
you
like
had it
you
during
always
COVID.
talked about. Yeah, it
It
was a
was
recovery
actually
year for
not
us.
good at all.
But junior, senior year is where junior year you got to lock in.
I'm already locked in.
But yeah, you've
Sophomore
been
year
locked
was
in.
pretty
I'm not worried
pretty
about you
rough
not
for
locking
me.
in.
So
I'm not worried about you not locking in. But junior, senior year does get better. You have a car. You have your friends. Like it just the whole experience gets better. But you kind of have to navigate friendships more as you get older, and especially in these later years. So I just wanted to ask, like, what makes a good friend to you, and what qualities do you look for in a friend?
I like funny people.
Yeah,
That's honestly number one. You have to like match my humor, but I think a
yeah,
lot of people do because I have a good amount of friends. Like I feel
yeah,
like there's a lot of nice people, you know?
yeah. Most people are nice.
Nice, obviously, because there's also a difference between like I do feel like sometimes you can have a humor where it's like making fun of people, but if you don't have that relationship with the other person, I don't think it works. Like
Yeah,
you have to kind of read the room and not be a jerk about it.
yeah,
Because I don't like people who make fun of other people for like no good reason.
yeah.
Just
Hating.
because you don't, yes, just hater behavior. Like
Yeah,
if there's a situation going on and you're like actively discussing it,
yeah,
like something is there's drama brewing, which sometimes is fun. I don't like
yeah,
being involved in it. I like watching from the
yeah, yeah,
sidelines.
yeah. Spectating.
That's kind of fun, but I don't like it when it's close to me. I don't like people who just hate for no reason.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a balance. For me, I know a couple people that is their style of
The
humor
problem
is
is
like
it can be
teasing.
funny, but
It is funny.
it's not it doesn't really connect with me. I don't it makes me feel weird.
It
I'm
just
like
doesn't. That's like not your type of
you're just
person. Which
punching down like there's no reason for that.
yeah,
You're being
yeah. You're bringing the
rude.
vibe. You're bringing the vibe
You're
down.
bringing the vibe down with your humor, and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, and so I think there's a couple people that it definitely can feel like at times if they hit on you once, then it's like, oh, okay, like that can be funny. But if they're continuously doing it throughout your time together, and that's like all they're doing, it can be a little overwhelming.
Yeah. Well, and it's different for girls because I feel like a lot of like when I hang out with people sometimes it'll just be like talking about other
Yeah,
people who I
I've
don't even
seen.
know.
Yeah,
And it I don't like hater behavior. I don't like it when you're
yeah,
just
I
being
just
mean
don't.
for no reason. If there's a
Yeah,
situation in your friend group and there's a difference. There's a very fine line between talking about what's happening and talking about your feelings and how like something is affecting you and just
hmm,
hating for no reason.
yeah.
And I don't stand by hating.
Well, I doubt that the haters have made it this far, but the ones that are real probably
Yeah, they're
have.
not
So
clicking on this.
yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. You just do the outro.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another YouTube video. Show Grant some love. I know he's a little bit smaller, but he's really trying to get his program off the ground here.